Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're diving headfirst into a concept that really makes you stop and think, what if? We're looking at the core ideas from a summary of Matt Haig's novel, The Midnight Library.
Oh.
Our mission, really, is to explore the powerful insights this story offers. You know, about choices, regrets, and all those paths our lives could have gone down.
It definitely caps into something universal, doesn't it? That little wondering thought. What if I'd done that differently? In this summary, it sounds like it takes that what-if idea and just runs with it to the extreme.
Exactly. So, the story revolves around Nora Seed. And frankly, she's having a really rough time. She feels totally disconnected, just weighed down by this sense of disappointing everyone, seeing her life as just failures, missed chances.
Oh, yeah. That heavy feeling of, I should have.
We've all been there, right?
Absolutely. It's incredibly relatable. The summary paints this picture, doesn't it? Opportunities she had, like join the band.
Yeah, with her brother.
Or move across the world, swim professionally.
Things her father wanted, her friend wanted.
But she didn't do them.
Yeah.
And that inaction plus loss, it just leads her to this point of, total despair.
Which leads to this really dramatic moment where instead of her life ending, she finds herself somewhere else entirely. This extraordinary kind of surreal place, the Midnight Library.
Right, a place sort of suspended, outside of normal time, caught between life and death. And the central idea of the metaphor is fascinating. This huge, infinite library. And every single book, it's a different life Nora could have lived, branching off from every choice she might have made.
Yeah, the concept presented is just brilliant, isn't it? This library gives her the actual chance to step into those other lives, to see what life would be like if she had joined the band, or had moved away, or stuck with swimming.
Any variation.
Any variation stemming from some decision, big or small. She literally gets to test drive her regrets.
And that's where our deep dive really kicks off, isn't it? Exploring what she actually learns from living these lives she'd only imagined or, regretted not living.
So, yeah, Nora starts this incredible journey, flipping through lifetimes, like chapters in a book. 1 minute, she's a rock star. The next, maybe an Olympic swimmer, or maybe just, having coffee with someone she lost touch with.
She's looking for the life, right? The perfect one.
Well, one without regrets.
Yeah.
Where she's finally happy, where everything just worked out.
And this is where the summary points to that crucial turning point, that big insight. She tries life after life, achieves things she thought she wanted, undoes specific regrets she had.
Right.
But the core idea that comes through is, none of it automatically brings happiness. None of those external things fix the internal feeling.
Exactly. The summary really highlights her realization growing, that happiness wasn't just waiting in a different job or a different country.
For different relationships, even.
Yeah. It had to be found somewhere else, somewhere deeper.
Precisely. The powerful message, as the summary puts it, is that real fulfillment wasn't about picking the best life off a shelf. It was internal, something she had to find, to cultivate inside herself, no matter which life she was in.
Which brings us to that climax the summary describes so vividly. The library itself starts falling apart, time is running out.
The clock is ticking.
And Nora has to make the ultimate choice. Not which alternate life to pick.
No.
But the decision to actually live her own original life. She fights her way back from the brink, just determined to survive.
And that really lands the core lesson from this story, doesn't it? We don't get a midnight library.
Sadly, no.
We can't rewind, we can't undo regrets. The past is, it's done. Dwelling on it, wishing things were different, it doesn't really help.
But the real power for us, right now listening to this, it's the focus on the present. The summary just powerfully shows how those seemingly tiny, insignificant choices we make today. Yeah, those are the things constantly creating the future, those branching paths.
It's not about obsessing over past regrets, but maybe learning from the implications of those choices, good or bad.
Right.
Using that understanding to shape the choices we're making right now. It shifts the focus, doesn't it? From trying to fix the past to actively building what's coming.
It really does make you look at your day differently, thinking that every tiny interaction, every little yes or no, could potentially spin your life onto a completely different track, just like opening another book in that library.
Which leads to, I think, a really important question for you to take away from this deep dive. Since we don't get that library, we don't get the test drives. How does really understanding that every single decision matters, no matter how small as most, maybe change how you approach the choices you're facing? Well, today.